Hey, y'all. Are you a nonprofit leader and you just completely confused and don't know what to do? Or have you not started your nonprofit because you just don't understand how to start or what's happening? I'm Samar Michelle Days. I am a nonprofit strategist. I'm a small business coach. And I understand. I understand the frustration. I understand the confusion that we're facing as entrepreneurs, as business owners, as passionate business leaders. We are all those things, y'all, and we want to get our message out, but we don't really know where to start, and we don't really live in a society that allows you to ask a whole lot of questions. You ask a question on a message board and you get attacked for not knowing and all of those things. And I was talking to a friend of mine about, what I do and how I help my organizations and how much success my clients have. But I talk to so many people that they don't want to pay for services. They want to take the free route to learning. And when I was talking to them, I was talking to them about, we are the only industry, entrepreneurship. We are the only industry where people feel like they don't need to go to school. They don't need to invest any money. Plumbers, electricians, photographers, they go to trade school. They go to classes and they figure that thing out, or real estate, they get their license. Teachers, they go to college. Doctors, they go to college. But somehow in entrepreneurship, we decide that we could just figure it out on YouTube. Can you imagine if your doctor figured it out on YouTube or your lawyer figured it out on YouTube? Like, just because you're a business owner, and I started from nothing, right? And I had some of this same mentality. People have heard my story, and I started in my 20s, and I absolutely did not know what I was doing. It wasn't until I got my first business coach that I learned some of the missing pieces that was happening. And so what I want you guys to know and understand is that you have a ton of knowledge and you are an expert at what you are an expert at. But the idea that you're going to be an expert at all the things is a bad idea. It just is. I've been in business for myself for over 15 years. I don't even know. 2007 is almost 20 years now. And I've had a range of, I started out with I was teaching when I started my first business, and then I quit my job and I jumped all the way in, and then I got another job. Then I had side hustles. So it's been a lot of different levels of where I am, whether the organization could sustain me or not. For the last 5 years, I think it's 5 years now, I haven't had any other jobs or side hustles other than my business, and been fully funded. So there are different levels to this. And I told you all of that because I want you to understand that being a business owner does not all the way mean that you are going to leave your other income. What it means is that you are on a journey, and part of that journey should be learning, right? If you are going to teach kids how to read, or you are going to feed the homeless, you have a heart for that. And you might know how to spread a meal and be able to cook a bunch of food and package it up and serve a ton of people. That might be your gift, right? But going into the shelters and talking to the people to get partnership, or even writing grants or sponsorship letters to get Whole Foods to donate all of the food, is a different animal. And not just that, okay, maybe you know that information, but actually getting that done while you're still able to cook and feed the people, it's a lot, y'all. It's a lot. And so what I am saying is that In every other industry, we are ready. We're ready to go to college. We're ready to go to trade school. We're ready to get the certificate. But for some reason, in business and entrepreneurship, we just gonna wing it. We gonna thug it, what I call it. We just gonna go out there and figure it out. And what that does is it costs us a lot of time and a lot of money. And most of the people I talk to are frustrated. Whether they end up with my services or not, they are frustrated because they've been working on it for a while. And so, although I think I'm the best nonprofit coach there is, I want you guys to just take in that you need support and you need help. And going on this entrepreneurship journey is it's not a solo effort. It's an organization. And then in nonprofit, specifically in nonprofit entrepreneurship, we definitely have a sense that we should not pay for things, that things should be free. And although there's a lot of things that are free or you can get at a discount, money makes the world go round. And people buy and sell. Nonprofit is $1 billion industry. It's a lot of money that flows through nonprofits. Healthcare is nonprofit, y'all. So there's a lot of money that flows through nonprofit. So you've heard me in other videos, and this isn't the video for it, saying that nonprofit doesn't mean free. But what I want you to understand is that as a leader, part of being a leader is being prepared and having knowledge in a lot of different things so that you can be able to make really strong decisions. And the way to do that is to educate yourself and arm yourself with really good information and really good knowledge. And so that means get some help, y'all. Get a coach, get somebody that's going to help you strategize, and then get someone to do some things for you. You don't need to do all the bookkeeping. You don't need to be your own lawyer. The things that you are amazing at, do those things. Do those things. And then the things that require a professional, hire that professional. But when you hire that professional as a leader, you don't get to take your hands completely off and say, oh, well, they do the marketing or they do the money and I'm not touching it. I don't know nothing about that. You have to arm yourself on some information, enough information so that you can lead your organization. This is paramount, y'all, because you want to make sure that you have your hands in enough so that you don't feel like you lost money. You don't feel like you have been taken advantage of. But you want to be hands off enough that they're doing their job. So that's a leadership skill. But my point for the whole conversation that I want you to leave with is that you need support. You need a coach, a strategist, a program, something that's going to help you get organized, get legally set up, and get funding, and then you need back-end support. I can help you with all of these things. You can go to samarmichelleconsulting.com. We can schedule an appointment. We can talk about it. If you are not in nonprofit and you're watching this video, make sure you do something that is specific to your industry. You can chat with me as well, and I can make some suggestions. But I want you guys to get prepared, and I want you to have the mentality that this is college. Entrepreneurship, you don't necessarily need to go to college, but your mentor or your program or your coach is that. And so when you do invest in the programs, take them seriously. Do the work so that you can get the degree. All right, y'all. I am Samar Michelle Days. I am your small business and nonprofit strategist. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure that you join my email list, and I'll see y'all later.